What's up, guys? This is Kalidius, and today I'm going to be talking about cutting and shredding. How to shred. Okay, so right now I am in the last few weeks of my lean bulk, so I'm not shredded, but I'm relatively lean. I'm relatively lean, as you can see, but I am far from the most lean I can be. And you know, typical cutting or typical shredding, these two things are quite different. It's far easier to lose weight if you're an overweight person versus shredding. Shredding is the devil level of dieting. It doesn't need to be it doesn't need to be super hard, but you gotta keep in mind that if you want to shred, you're gonna sacrifice some things. If you want to cut, if you have absolutely no visible abs, it's easier to cut. A lot of people complaining it's hard. Well, it's just because you are used to tasty food. Just cut them slowly, just change your lifestyle a little bit and train hard every day, and you're gonna get used to it. You're not gonna feel as hungry, and you're gonna burn calories because you're out in the gym. So you should really not feel the cravings as much. But okay, let's just talk about shredding. There are two ways to do it, and I've tried them both. I've tried other things too. You can have the zero carb method. Of course, you need to have a caloric deficit first of all. You don't have caloric deficit, you don't lose any fat. But when shredding comes to shred, it's a little bit trickier than that. You can just cut the carbs completely. And the second method is you do not cut the carb completely. You eat actually a relatively okay amount of carbs. You eat more, really more. Which way works best? Which way works the best? Well, that's a tricky question. I can tell you my experience. When I tried the zero carb diet to shred completely, what I did was, first of all, I only ate vegetables, and I ate how much I could ever please. I ate a ton of vegetables every day, cooked, raw, and a lot of meat, red meat, tasty meat, and a lot of fat, just to make the food tastier, because this is an important thing. The first week was a little bit hard, not so much. The coming weeks, I absolutely didn't feel any cravings whatsoever for any carbs. Zero, nothing. And I was pretty surprised, what? This should be super hard. Because I remember, my first meal was vegetables, cooked or raw with meat, beef. Second meal was chicken and raw veggies again. Besides vegetables, I used to take 2 to 3 slices of hard whole wheat bread, dark bread. But besides that, I don't eat any bread at all. No rice, no potatoes, no nothing. And I didn't feel any cravings. So and I lost fat pretty quickly. But I didn't feel the pump in my body. I could take it without problem. Psychologically, I was surprised. I didn't feel any hunger, but I didn't feel that my muscles were full, super full. Oh, another thing as well when I follow this diet is that when I started to just try something sweet, something that my sister, baked, right after I took one bite, my brain just fired. Wow, I haven't tasted that in ages. I started to get cravings like crazy. And that's when I learned that, well, this is the only disadvantage of this diet. Just try to keep clean of any sweet things. Because if you take any sweet thing, your mind is going to be reminded of all these good things and you're going to have cravings. But this is the absolutely fastest method to lose weight. Period. So the other method, which is alright lately, and actually went to even lower body fat than that last time. I did not eat a ton of vegetables as I used to, because I eat also some carbs. Not so much either, but I ate carbs and I decreased the proteins a little bit, so I leave room for carbs. So in other words, I only modified my intake and I increased my intensity at the gym, and that produced insane results that I have never seen before. My muscles, I had pump at the gym, my muscles were full, I had veins popping because I had carbs and sodium, and I was actually even on a lower body fat than before. And the crazy thing is, I was pretty comfortable, you know. I was not super restricted. What I want to say is you can do it with a low carbs. What you are going to see is fast loss, but also very high sensitivity to any sweets if you take sweets. If you don't take any sweets, if you avoid them 100%, it's going to be easy for you. The other method is just to take carbs, decrease a little bit the amount of protein. You're not going to grow muscle under this period, of course, but this other method is more manageable, it's more natural. You're still eating carbs like a human being. So that was it. And nothing better. The shred is coming soon. See ya.